In recent weeks, Port Charles has been ablaze with betrayals, alliances, and secrets, but perhaps the most baffling development of all has been Sonny Corinthos' silence. When Drew Kane made aggressive moves to gain power and began tearing through the Corinthos organization, many expected Sonny to retaliate. Instead, he remained calm, quiet too quiet. Now, the reason for that silence is about to be revealed, and it's nothing short of explosive. Sonny wasn't paralyzed by indecision or guilt. He wasn't protecting Drew out of sentimentality or weakness. No, Sonny Corinthos was executing the most perfect, precise plan of destruction he has ever orchestrated. And Drew Kane is about to feel every consequence of underestimating the Mob King. Everything changed for Sonny the moment he returned from Nixon Falls and discovered what Drew had become. The man who had once sacrificed for others, who had been loyal to a fault, was now calculating, entitled, and power-hungry. Drew wasn't just running Aurora Media. He was extending tendrils of influence through Jason's old contacts, whispering promises and threats alike. When Sonny confronted Drew privately, he was met with a chilling ultimatum. "The people want a new leader, Sonny. And I'm it. Walk away while you still have some dignity." Sonny didn't react. Not visibly. But that moment sealed Drew's fate. Every general needs a weapon. Sonny found his in an unexpected source: Brick. Though often considered just a tech genius or a fixer, Brick had long cultivated connections outside the United States, in Venezuela, South Africa, and Eastern Europe. With Drew now working with international smugglers to launder money through Aurora's shell subsidiaries, Brick started gathering intelligence. Under Sonny's instruction, Brick infiltrated one of Drew's secret black sites in the Balkans. The result? A file so damning it could bury Drew under a mountain of federal charges: human trafficking, weapons trading, money laundering, and the use of child soldiers during a humanitarian aid cover-up in Yemen. But Sonny didn't take it to the feds. Not yet. Instead of exposing Drew, Sonny chose to stay silent and let Drew flourish.
Why?
Because Sonny understood the psychology of destruction. A man like Drew needed to believe he was invincible. That way, when the fall came, it would be from the highest possible peak. Drew began taking more risks, silencing whistleblowers, manipulating the press, even courting Carly again. Sonny watched, waited. Then came phase 2. Carly Spencer had always been Sonny's Achilles heel, but this time, he used her as bait. Sonny knew Carly was wavering about her feelings for Drew. She wanted Jason back, was grieving him still, and Drew could feel it. Sonny encouraged Carly to lean on Drew, to let herself be seen with him publicly, even to accept a proposal of marriage. Drew, drunk on love and ambition, proposed in front of the entire Metro Court. Carly said yes, because Sonny asked her to. She didn't know why, not then. But she trusted Sonny. Always had. Always would. Sonny orchestrated an elaborate deception, a fake ambush on Drew's convoy in a quiet part of Port Charles. He tipped off the press and had Spinelli create fabricated surveillance footage showing Drew's own men turning on him. Suddenly, questions began to swirl. Was Drew losing control of his people? Was he paranoid? Drew retaliated by tightening his grip, initiating firings at Aurora, and even pushing Sam out of Scout's life, claiming she was a security risk. Sam's heartbreak and fury only fed Sonny's plan further. Then came the final blow. Sonny handed Spinelli one name: Zeke Robinson. Zeke Robinson had been secretly approached by Drew months earlier to replace Diane Miller as Corinthos Enterprises legal counsel and act as a double agent. But Sonny flipped him by promising him immunity, political connections, and a file on the man who had orchestrated the bombing that nearly killed Curtis. Zeke gave Sonny everything: signed contracts, audio recordings, and video footage of Drew ordering illegal raids. More importantly, Zeke had the proof Sonny needed that Drew had arranged for Curtis to be paralyzed.
Yes, Drew.
Out of revenge for Curtis stealing Portia, Drew had tampered with a shipment meant for Curtis's security firm. The explosion that paralyzed him had never been meant for Sonny at all. Now that Drew had buried himself in arrogance and criminal activity, Sonny made his move, but not publicly. Instead, He invited Anna Devane to his penthouse. He gave her the flash drive, the signed affidavits, and the video. He also showed her text messages between Drew and the Balkan Mafia. Anna was stunned. "Why now?" she asked. "Because he's gone too far," Sonny replied. "And I needed you to see what I've always known. He doesn't belong in this town. He doesn't protect it. He exploits it." Anna opened a formal WSB investigation into Drew Kane's overseas operations. At what should have been Carly and Drew's engagement celebration at the Metro Court, Carly stood on stage, took the microphone, and delivered the performance of a lifetime. "I can't marry a man who lies, who manipulates, who hides behind the legacy of the man he used to be. Drew Kane, you're not the hero you pretend to be. And I don't love you."
Gasps.
Silence. Drew tried to speak, but the sound of sirens interrupted. WSB agents swarmed in. And standing at the center was Anna, holding a federal warrant. Under interrogation, Drew tried to negotiate. He offered to expose other criminals, to rat on foreign governments. But Anna and Sonny had anticipated this. Every move he made was countered. Eventually, Drew folded and gave a confession not only on the Balkan trafficking ring, but also on the cover-up involving the missing children from the Congo mission Aurora had sponsored. When his statement leaked to the press, Drew became a global villain. Sam refused to allow Scout to see him again. Carly went back to Sonny, not as a lover, but as a partner and friend, finally understanding his silence. "You didn't say anything," she whispered one night. "I didn't need to," Sonny said. "He destroyed himself. I just helped him along the way." With Drew gone, Sonny surprised everyone again by stepping back from power. He didn't install Dex. He didn't push Michael or Dante. Instead, he handed over the reins to Jason, recently returned after months in hiding. Jason had stayed away until Sonny could eliminate Drew without involving his best friend in the crossfire. Jason, now clean of any legal ties, was ready to run Port Charles, but differently. With compassion, with balance, with control. Sonny smiled as he watched his oldest friend walk into the warehouse. "It's your turn now, brother." Before leaving for an undisclosed retreat with Ava and Donna, Sonny visited Pentonville one final time. Drew looked older, defeated. "I still don't understand why you didn't just shoot me," Drew growled. Sonny leaned in close. "Because that would have made you a martyr.
But now?
You're just a man who lost everything because he thought he was smarter than the silent man in the room." Sonny stood up, buttoned his jacket, and turned. "Enjoy the silence, Drew." And with that, Sonny Corinthos walked out of the prison and into a new legacy.